Okay. I had to go do stuff. But I am back now. The stuff took longer than I expected. That's how it goes sometimes. Wait, it's still a Jenny making old people sounds while trying to adjust all my wires stream. Okay. Okay, it is now going to be an art stream. Hello. There, germ. I decided that I wanted to try to learn to make horchata, like about a little over 3 hours ago, I think. And I just remembered, like, well, you're supposed to let it make, right? Don't worry, I never stopped making old man noises. You're supposed to let it sit for at least 3 hours, and I want to have it ready for when I wake up tomorrow, to bring to a friend's house to help remove some furniture, so I was like, I should have it, I should try to get the horchata all strained out, so I can put it in the fridge overnight to chill it down, so that I won't have to try to rush in the morning. Because my friends are going to be having sort of a little potluck / help Ro move into a new apartment thing. And I also wanted to bring these little milk cakes that I learned how to make that are really good. Like, I could have just let the horchata sit overnight, but yeah, I figured there'd be something like that. And you could also get the Kern's horchata, which isn't great, but like it's okay, and it's the only thing I know that makes like a horchata in like a jug you could just buy at the freezer section of the store, or like the cold juice section or whatever. Usually I just get that stuff, but I thought it'd be cool if I could learn how to make it. Which is very simple. It's very simple. But I'm still worried I messed it up. I didn't even finish it. I just remembered that it I was supposed to be doing this, and I was like, fuck, I'll do it later. Class? Ooh. Might have to check that out. What? There's a few grains in there. There shouldn't be enough to make it. There shouldn't be enough to block anything. There shouldn't be enough to block anything. I tried to get out as much of the grains as I could. It's rice. There's no oil. Dad gets annoyed when I accidentally drop some, rice grains and stuff down the sink. I try not to get any oil down there. Oil and grease are the things that clog up sinks. Most other things aren't that bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let that, gonna have to finish throwing away the rice, and I'm gonna have to put the horchata in the fridge overnight, and hope it turns out good. I added a little bit of vanilla, which is not in the original recipe, but I got some really fancy vanilla a while ago as a treat to myself, because that's how I treat myself, with fancy food. And I want to get my money's worth, so I'm putting in everything. You know, everything that you can put vanilla in. And I just remembered, I was learning how to deep fry bananas that one time, which I would do more because they're delicious, but it's a huge mess to clean up unless, well, maybe I was doing it wrong, but like they stick to the pan and it's hard to clean. And for a while I was learning to fry stuff, like deep fry stuff, I would throw out the excess oil that I couldn't use onto a burn pile that we had. And, I did that for like a while. Then finally, when I was ready to actually burn the pile of like wood and tree branches and stuff that had fallen down, when I set that thing, it went up like a fucking like rocket fuel because of all the oil that soaked into the branches. It was terrifying. Am I going to? Oh no. The sniper got him right before he could finish asking what I was going to. Now I'll never know. Oh yeah, I did not sign up for ACC because I don't know, it just still feels too early. I'll go to like also this weekend I already agreed to go help my friend with that thing, but it still feels creepily early to go to a big convention. That's okay. Sometimes you just forget how to type. Like literally I can't remember which fucking day it was, but the other day, trademark, I had to just stop for a minute with what I was doing because I forgot how to spell any word I ever knew. And then like a minute later I could type again, but for a minute I was like, wait. How does words? Right. Hmm. Oh man. Yeah, like I'm happy this stuff is getting back going, but I don't think I'm gonna be going anything like big event wise until later than the year. Personally, I would prefer it if like only people who are vaccinated against COVID can get in, unless Marciaris has already helped me rant about this, but unless they're like, you know, one of those people who's like immunocompromised and they can't take any vaccines, but then they have to have like a doctor's note that says, this is why I can't get the COVID vaccine, so I'm counting on her immunity of everyone else. But everyone else has to have their thing. If they can't get that note, if they try to lie about it because they're an anti-vaxxer, no fun times for them. They don't deserve it. Yeah, like, in August is when the first festivals at Las Golondrinas are going to be opening up again, which I volunteer at. We're starting off with the Wine Festival, which is just a fantastic one to start off with. I wonder how many people will pass out drunk this time. We always have to, like, call an ambulance for someone because they pass out and hit their head or something. Because the heat in the wine gets to them. And we're also doing the Ren Fair. We're doing the Ren Fair and the Harvest Festival. We pretty much have it down to like the biggest festivals of the year that they're trying to still use. Let's focus on that ear for a second. Yeah. Hey, Saley, get over here. What are you doing? Why do you keep sneaking over there, huh? Watching you, dog.
This is KPTV Channel 12,
Blacksmith.
Portland.
Honestly, if you want to come learn how to blacksmith, just volunteer for the ranch and you can learn. You can be an apprentice to one of our other blacksmiths. Most of the time, they make stuff like nails and hinges and, you know, useful stuff. And it's really cool. It's definitely really hot in the areas, so... Well, and also, you know, you have to, if you're going to be one of the demonstrators, you have to wear somewhat accurate historical attire. But, like, basically, if you want to learn how to do something like that, you can literally just, you can get into festivals for free. You can meet all the other fun volunteers. It's a very nice time. Just a little bittersweet this year because a lot of our volunteers died from the plague, so... Well, you can learn those too, but like, you can also try to get the basics down by learning how to do stuff like nails. And I think there are people around town who also do like swords and jewelry and stuff. But I don't know. If you want to learn for free with just a bit of a commute, then... Yeah, we have a lot of older folks working there.
Now there's a 33-inch digital television so technologically advanced, it captures reality like never before.
Right.
With nearly double the lines of resolution,
Friggin'
now you can
some
see
people
things more clearly.
refusing to cover their faces. Very simple request to stop their fellow Americans from dying.
You'll hear sounds you completely missed.
Not
Plus
helping.
Hitachi's comprehensive 5-year parts and labor warranty on all 33-inch televisions. Hitachi. Science for the senses.
Nice. I don't know a lot leather craft wise, but I may have recently snapped just a little bit, just did a little bit of snapping, and gotten an awl and some wax thread and a big piece of discount leather from Tandy's discount bin, which is really good discount prices. Specifically because I wanted to put some detailing on a walking stick I'm working on. Leather crafting is one of those things where for a long time I've been like, no, at myself like a dog. No, I'm not talking to you right now, Saley. Because the startup costs can be kind of expensive. So I got some very limited supplies. What? Oh no, this is like sort of a future punk vaporwave kind of musician. It's not ads. Well, technically that was an ad, but it wasn't like an ad. It was like an ad that was there for the hashtag aesthetic. Aesthetic. Make an extra layer to try to figure out the eyes. Yeah. No, it's hard to draw circles. They don't have to be perfect, they just have to look good. Why did I make the circle perfectly fucking tangentable next to these two things? My hands are like, I don't feel like drawing your edgy OC today. Your edgy OC from high school. What if we draw one of your more modern ones that's less edgy? I'm like, no, tonight we're doing edgy. Doing edgy and then we can get onto wholesome, come on. When you want that hand-drawn look, but are also willing to cheat. Oh yeah, Germ, I don't know if you do other types of crafting. I know you do like the artsy stuff, but I've decided to host a little like craft materials swap meet get together thing. Details on my Instagram. It's gonna be on July 10th. Because I have a ton of old, I just have so much, fabric and old yarn and stuff that I've literally had just sitting around for years, and, beads and trinkets and little scraps of things that I never used. Stuff that I thought I was gonna use, but then I didn't. And, I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna organize a little thing where I'm gonna call out to other crafters around the city. And I'm gonna say, yep, very, very DeviantArt OC here. Well, he could be more DeviantArt. I'm gonna call it crafters around the city on Nextdoor and Insta. I'm gonna tell them, hey, if you also have a bunch of junk like I do, what if we all tried to get rid of it together? And see if we can trade some junk. So we all be doing that. Oh, also I'm gonna be part of a big, oh my god. Okay, it's close enough. A big, craft streamer marathon on the 2nd of July. On Twitch. I have the information on it's down in the bio area of the stream page. I don't know what you call that. But yeah, that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a bunch of streamers raiding into each other So, like, I'm not saying, oh, you should totally check me out when I'm doing that, but, like, there's gonna be a bunch of other people doing their stuff, so if you want to see all kinds of different people working on cool stuff, then it's gonna be a whole bunch of people. We only had one change to the roster so far, which is surprising because usually in events like this that were planned like a month back, uh, people will agree and then they'll start switching back and forth and being like, oh no, I can't do that. But thankfully, everyone seems to be pretty solid this time. I'm not organizing it, someone else is, but as someone who tries to organize things a lot, I know their pain. And those two events sort of go together, the craft supply swap and the art streaming thing, because I've been going through all my junk trying to find things to use for the thing I'm going to be working on. And I've been finding a bunch of stuff where I'm like, why do I even have this? Yeah, just a little ramble about stuff going on. Yeah, I have a problem of being like, but what if I need it? Or like, I have an idea of how I can use this, but then I have to sit myself down like a precocious little child and be like, no, how long have you had this? And I'll be like, literally over a decade, and be like, and are you actually going to use it? Or are you just saying you will? And I'll be like, I have a bunch of other things to work on. And it'll be, yeah, fucking give it to someone else who could use it. And then I end up giving it to someone else who could use it. And then I never even fucking remember that I had it in the first place. And someone else out there gets to use stuff. Yeah, I hope I don't get too many people who are gonna be like, I want this and I want that and I want everything, and it'd be like, bro, leave some for someone else. Like, the only people I'll accept doing that, I'm gonna have to be a little bit strict. Or I was thinking of contacting the off-center community art place because they take donations and stuff, and I was gonna be like, hey, can I either make a little flyer for you guys, or
because they're more receptive to high frequencies.
you gotta get rid of the scraps. If you're actually able to finish things, that's amazing. But then if you don't need the extras, then just get rid of that nonsense. Or maybe you should, I don't know, find something to do with as many scraps as you can, and then decide that you have to finish it, so that you'll be forced to use up all of your scraps. Yeah, like, I was thinking of donating some stuff to the Off Center Community Art Center, see if they need anything. Or, like, being, like, hey, can I put up a flyer so people who come here can try to get in on some free stuff? Because I know most of the people who go there are, like, broke. People who want stuff, you know, for, like, their kids who like art, but, you know, the parents can't afford it, that kind of thing. You gotta Marie Kondo your scrap pile. You gotta Con Marie that stuff. You gotta thank it for serving you in the project, but then say, you know what, you're gonna go on to someone else now. Wait. Whoop. Did they actually try to eat the corn husk? It's a corn husk. I hope they were joking. I'm worried for them. Eating the husk. There's nothing wrong with cold tamales, unless you mean... Is cold tamale a euphemism for something? You capitalize the letter so that makes it sound like it's a euphemism for something. Is that drugs? Is that a sex thing? What are you talking about? Do I want to know what you're talking about? Actually, don't explain that. Wonderful, so it's planned. Germ and I are gonna fucking come kidnap you. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna have tamales and biscuititos. And we're gonna slather green chili on everything. Yeah, I like, if the tamale is good enough, if it has been made properly, then it's still good cold. I remember coming back from Mema's place on, like, Christmas Eve, may she rest in peace, and being like, oh boy, I want a tamale, and just opening up, you know, like the tin foil covered paper plate loaded up with tamales. And just like, just, you know, unwrapping one, just eating it, laying down on my futon, cold from the winter air. I love me a fresh tamale, but like I said, if it's a good enough tamale, chug that sucker at any temperature and it's gonna be good. Well, I guess I do understand what Marcerias means. Like, sometimes I don't like to eat things cold that other people have said that they ate cold. Like, I've seen people joking about, like, oh yeah, one of my favorite depression meals is just like a can of beans, and I'll always be like, oh man, yeah, I can't even get myself to, you know, pour it in a bowl and bring it to the microwave, and they'll be like, no, I mean like a can of beans right out of the can, cold, and I'll be like, like, no, something about the texture of beans that I don't want to deal with cold. Unless it's in like a, you know, like a burrito and it's mixed in with other stuff maybe. But not by themselves, not just in a can with a fucking can with a bits of liquid. I mean, you can make tamale ice cream if you get yourself an ice cream maker and some tamales, you know. I mean, I would not try one, but you can make them. Yeah, baby, we gotta break in the new car by kidnapping our friends in Pennsylvania. Okay, I would try a matcha ice cream with candied fruits and cinnamon. Servant, ooh. Yeah, I'd eat that. Oh man, yeah. Sometimes you get food aversions like that, where it's like one time I ate a cold pizza and I got really bad food poisoning, and now any cold food with meat in it, I cannot stand. But I'm sure everyone here has already heard me mention this gross story from when I was a literal child. But to this day, okay, fucking Portland, of course. Of course it's Portland. That is a pretty hipster idea, isn't it? At least you're not in Portland, so your brain didn't combust. Okay, so, oh yeah, to this day, I can't even smell Cheerios without feeling nauseous. Because when I was a kid, like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 or something, I don't even remember how old I was, like a little tiny little kid. I ate some Cheerios for breakfast. Thought they were kind of bland, but whatever. And then when we got to, it was a day when I was just gonna hang out at the office with my parents because I guess I didn't have school, or maybe it was before school, I can't remember. I stepped out of the car and just immediately threw up full, like, mostly undigested Cheerios all over the parking lot space. And, yeah, to this day I can't eat Cheerios. I can't smell Cheerios because I get nauseous. Even thinking about Cheerios too much is making me queasy. Don't worry, I will not throw up on stream. Yeah, like, food aversions can be weird like that. One thing happened once. So I can never eat it ever again. Oh, I mean, you know, if you have an ice cream maker and ingredients to waste, then you can do whatever you want. Ugh. Well, yeah, it's like the food can cool off, but it's gotta be warm when you eat it. It also affects how it tastes. So, like... Oh yeah, I remember you're telling me about the almond cookies. Oh man, popcorn shrimp, that sucks. I really like popcorn shrimp, and it would be really sad if I had that happen and then for the rest of my life was like, "Ugh, popcorn shrimp." Accurate, yeah, long noodles are the worst. I think one of my least favorite things to throw up is probably pure clear water, because that's when you know it's getting bad. Because that means you have nothing else to throw up, and you're gonna be having a hard time. Because you're still trying to throw up, but like you don't have anything else to. That happened that one time. I got some kind of food poisoning or something, and I got dehydrated from like throwing up so much in one day, and I had to go to the ER at like 7 a.m. after like crying all night. That was an absolutely miserable time. No idea what gave me the food poisoning. Although I do live with a guy who thaws out chicken in buckets of warm water, so I mean, like, it could have been anywhere, you know what I mean? Who knows? We may never know. Yeah, let's draw the blood on its actual, like, blood colors. Speaking of water, I don't have any water. least that was a good lesson to remind me to never get super dehydrated, because I do not want to get that happening again. Ah. Ah, yeah. Cause yeah, a lot of savory things, like pizzas or tamales or like burritos and stuff like that. If it's like bread or masa or something with meat, it has a specific like a sort of flavor to it when it's cold. There's something there when it's cold that's like different. It's like all the same, so it kind of makes sense that any cold food that's usually served hot would have that same reaction because like it has that same taste to it, you know? Too much choco, death by chocolate. If you can't eat real food, at least eat a variety of different foods that are not only candy and chocolate. Sometimes my guts are like, no, you're just gonna eat Golden Puffs right out of the bag by the handful all day. That's all you can eat. That's it. That's it. But Buddy Buddies? Do you mean Nutter Butters? Inventors and depression meals. Nutty Buddies. Yeah, Nutter Butters. Okay. Nutty Buddy is like the cutest alternate name for those, though. If you ever write one of your like 500 isekai ideas, you could use that as like a replacement brand name. I don't want another butter. Wait, is Nutty Buddies and Nutter Butters different? I don't know what Nutty Buddy is. Congratulations on the charcoal filters. I don't know what they're for, but I hope they filter good. Never heard of a Star Crunch in my entire life. Yeah, Nutter Butters are the ones that are like shaped like cartoon peanuts. Oh. Chocolate covered wafers. Well, that sounds good. I don't think I've ever tried one. I'm guessing these are things from up north that I'm not familiar with. Never heard of the heckin' Star Crunch. Sounds like I'm missing out, though. Ooh, it sounds freaking good. generally the only thing I can think of that we have here that I don't know if they have everywhere else in the U.S. is like Duvalines. Duvalines are those little Mexican candies where it's like icing. It's icing with like it's in a little cup and a little paddle, and you just eat it with the little stick, and it's delicious. Are cosmic brownies the ones that like? No, I don't think I know what cosmic brownies are. Unless I'm right in thinking that they're the ones that some people bring to like if you host a potluck or like a cosplay picnic or something like that, someone's gonna bring a bunch of them, and they taste like you're not supposed to eat them, but like in a good way. Yeah, Duvalin. Nutella. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, it's kind of like Nutella because they got like the chocolate part of Duvalin tastes almost Nutella-y. Not quite as like rich as Nutella is. It has more of like a softer flavor, which I like because sometimes Nutella can be a little overpowering. Maybe I should send you a Duvalin because I did get more of those vinegar and Sichuan pepper flavored noodles, but I haven't sent them yet because I was waiting to get some other stuff. Maybe I should get you a Duvalin. Where's my shopping list? Let me get that. Huh. That's why Duvalin is so good. But they also have like different flavors. Like it's not all just like the chocolatey hazelnut stuff. So they also got the strawberry part of the Duvalin and the like vanilla-y part of the Duvalin. Yeah, okay, those are cosmic brownies. They definitely taste like I shouldn't be eating them, and yet I do. Every potluck. Duvalin. Okay. There we go. Yeah, cosmic brownies are always kind of like sticky. Yeah, like something about Nutella is just like so strong. It's very rich. I've literally coughed before when trying to eat things with Nutella on it. Duvalin though, I can go at that stuff. Basically both just icing, but like still. I want to Duvalin. I should get a couple packs of Duvalins because they don't usually come by themselves unless you get them like at a store where they took them out of the package and sell them individually at the front counter for like $1 each. Okay, that looks better. Here, there we go. Yeah, it's basically like Duvalin is basically like Neapolitan pastry icing. Coconut ice cream. My favorite coconut ice cream is the one by La Michoacana because that's the good stuff. Got actual little bits of coconut in it. Delicious. Yeah, Jubilee and heckin' tasty. I remember this one time in a Spanish class in high school. Can't remember the grade, but me and Ray were hanging out, and I was like, "Hey, I want some Jubilees." And this one kid, I think it was Andrew. For some reason, he had never had a Jubilee. He was like, "Yeah, I just never really tried those." And so I gave both Ray and Andrew one of the Jubilees. And Andrew was opening his up. Ray and I were talking about something, probably fucking anime, I don't know. And we just hear Andrew go, "Oh my god." And we turn to look at him, like, "What, are you okay?" And he's like, "This is so good." Why have I never had one before? And I was like, "I don't know, man." Oh, yeah, the little roasted peanut butter marzipans are so good. They also sell those at the Chili Connection, which when I was a kid I called it the Dorito shop, so I keep having to stop myself from calling it the Dorito shop. But it's that one place on Broadway across from the post office that's always roasting chilies in the middle of the summer. And they always have those up on the counter. Like, they've had those up on the counter since I was a little kid. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have those up on the counter forever. And I'd always get one. One of those and a tamarind arito. Right? He was like, "I didn't know they were this good." We're like, "Well, now you know." Have fun, dude. Yeah, Chili Connection's a great place. I like how they have like a little thrift store area next to all the other stuff, and they got like the fruits and all that, and usually have Biscochitos on sale. They're always roasting the chilies, so they're a special place in my heart when I drive by in the summer. And they got all the little stuff you could get. I've gotten some good stuff from that little thrift store section over the years. Did I accidentally... Oh, I accidentally turned on the volume on my headphones. I'm thinking of other Mexican candies I love. I love like the... What the hell are they called? Oh my god, I can't remember the brand name. But you know they got that like the spicy watermelon goo in the tube, and it's got like the depressor, so you like squish it up and it like squishes through the little holes in the top and you lick it off. I can't remember what the hell that's called, but it's like the chamoy sauce stuff and it's really good. Pelon Lucas! Yeah, Pelon. Yeah, Pelon Pelo Loco! That frickin' stuff. I can't remember what the hell it was called. Thank you, Germ. Lovely to see another connoisseur of fine sweets in the establishment tonight. Yeah, with the tamarind, yeah. The spicy tamarind, yeah. Well, it's like, yeah, they got the little squeezy with the spicy tamarind. And also, I can't remember what brand it was, but there was this other one with spicy watermelon goo that I really liked. Rockaletta lollipop. I don't know if I've had a Rockaletta lollipop. Oh yeah, Marcerias. You should look up Pelon Pelo Loco with spicy tamarind if you like yourself some spicy sweets. Because it's sweet and it's spicy. And it's real good. Hell yeah. Like, even having lived in New Mexico my whole life, I'm still like a white kid who grew up in New Mexico, so there are actually treats that I didn't get to taste for a long time. Just because, like, they were just like a little left of where I would usually go, or like the stuff that I wouldn't quite get because I was nervous about like the flavors of it because I'd never had them before. But then once I tried stuff like Pelon, I was like, oh, it's good. Nice. Rock-a-lead lollipop. This sounds familiar, but like, I don't know if I've tried one. I have had some really good lollipops. Okay, let's see if I can draw her right today. I'm still not super happy with that face profile, but maybe I can fix the nose. Did I save? Oh, you did, huh? Good job. Yeah, it does kind of have like a Jolly Rancher texture to it almost. But it's like a little bit gritty because of like the spices in it. It's one of those candies where like if you eat it too much, your tongue will get irritated because you're basically licking sandpaper. But like it's really good. You just kind of want to keep licking the sandpaper. Never had those gel. I could have swore I had gel around, but yeah, like the Pelon is like it's a goo. It's like a jelly almost, like goo. It must have been because tamarind is one of the best flavors ever. Well, I guess there must be people who don't like it. There's a flavor for everyone, but like, oh no, the texture. The texture can ruin everything. Really like this game. Did not feel like listening to Atmospheric. Aha. I'm gonna listen to some funky, stilly stuff. I found these tamarind hard candies. Did I get them at Tallinn or Cost Plus? I can't remember. But like, they're really good, and I have like a whole bunch of them. There's little tamarind flavor hard candies, and they're really good. Yeah, tamarind pods are weird. It's one of those things like like, if you didn't know what it was, you'd probably be like, ugh. Yeah, they do look like brown green beans. They look like they're, like, dried out, like green beans that got, like, dried out. But nope, that's just how they look. Which I think is very charming of them. I love things that look kind of fucked up, but that's just how they look. Like a plant I got a while ago that I thought it was dying, and I was like, maybe I can save it. And so I brought it home from the garden section of the store. And after watering it, the leaves perked up, but it still looked half dead, and so I looked up the species, and it turns out that dark mystery plants they just look like that. I was like, oh fuck yeah. I love having a creepy half dead plant in my house that just looks like that. One of my favorite things about that plant is that I don't know exactly when it seems like it does it mostly during colder weather. I haven't observed any flowers on it for a little while, but it grows these tiny transparent leaves. It's like a dark green and purple plant with like very like crispy curly edges to leaves so that it looks like it's drying up and dying. And it grows these little transparent leaves and stems that go into little transparent flowers. They look like little ghost flowers, and they're beautiful. And they disappear a while later. Beautiful plant. I want like a really big one. I want a whole window full of dark mystery. Get that on it. I want to, Belly.
wanted you to hear.
I love that fucking song. So good. For all the thing. Ain't that just the way it be? Stretching my back. Oof. Listen to Santana. Follow your heart. Mute the tab if you need to. Notice I'm getting much better internet at night. It's like, I thought that I was doing my game stream during a time when the tenants are like, when the one who uses more internet, the gamer, is not home. It's usually like at work. But I've been getting like really choppy internet earlier in the day. I'm wondering maybe there was a schedule change or something. Like the only reason I do the game stream at the time I do, even though it's kind of an awkward time, is because I'm trying to give them as much internet as possible. Because we share like the Wi-Fi, so that's like the only lyrics I know from that song. I'm wondering if I'll have to change my stream schedule again or something. But also I don't want to contact them, because every time I do, it's like, they bring up a bunch of issues that they didn't tell me about before. same sweet emotion that I get from you. Is that? I don't know if that's the right lyrics. Yay! Hell yeah, I hope you have a good time working on your art. Whatever form it takes. Cool. That could be a fun project. You get to format how the card looks and see if you want to put any like designs on the side, figure out the right font, get everything to fit on the card. And if you can't find the right font in your current font collection, then you can go to a font site, look at all the nice free fonts, and then get distracted looking at all the nice free fonts and forget what your project is. Yep. That's a good drawing idea. I'm gonna draw my own damn OCs more. Oh, nice. Usually I look on like Duffont and stuff like that. Or that other one I can't remember the name of right now. You know, those sites where people post their fonts. I tried to learn how to make a font one time, and I don't quite understand the program, but I'd like to get back into it. I don't know a lot about font making and typography, but like it would just be really cool to know how to do that. I've studied a little bit. I'm trying to make a hand work at this angle. I'm having a hard time. I could just use the straight line tool. You see, I really like it when things look hand-drawn. And just the slight difference in the slight difference in like the line weight. I like how that looks compared to the line tool. That's my excuse for being stubborn. You know what? Time to draw a separate line and then move it into place. Pretty good one. sure you're not sitting in a really weird position. Oof. I turned into a shrimp. Over here sitting like an @ symbol. Yeah, everyone, posture check. Maybe stretch a little. I hope it is not too cold over there tonight. I want to at least get this other foot drawn before I sign off. It's almost 1. And I want to go finish cleaning up from my earlier attempting to make horchata. Then I gotta put the drink in the fridge overnight. Ugh. to have turned out okay. The taste might be a little off than what I expected because I keep forgetting to get white sugar at the store. Wait, where's my shopping list? I just had that up. Okay. So I had to use brown sugar. Like, I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll just have a mellower taste than usual white sugar horchata. White sugar. 10. White. My fucking... Okay, this pen. Fuck this pen. Oh, congratulations on being able to feel your toes. Oh, that pen is half exploded. Okay, never mind. White sugar. Okay. Oh yeah, I have Jubilee on the list. Very important priority thing to get there. It's something I had to go do tomorrow, so thinking of stopping by the store and getting some stuff on the way to or from Rose Health to help with the unpacking and the little get together. All of the goods. Okay, I made a note with the new pen that I had to fish out of my pen box. The other one died. Send more good stuff in this. Skelebi needs all of them good trees. I was about to say good hometown trees, but like Skelebi is not from New Mexico. Maybe that's just how it is in the land of entrapment. This is your hometown now. Hometown adjacent. New hometown. Sister hometown. The hometown across the street. Yes, exactly. This is your new hometown now. Chamois. We have these really good red pepper potato chips. They're just like potato chips flavored with like red pepper powder. They're a little bit salty, but mostly they taste like red pepper powder. And they're the kind that aren't like immediately like spicy, but they build up a good burn in your mouth as you eat them. They're really nice. They're usually sold, like, I've been seeing them sold at a few more places recently. But usually, like, you only see them at, like, truck stops on the side of the highway. Hot Cheetos are delicious, though. In that kind of, like, gross junk foody way that I love so very much. Okay, it is 1 a.m. and I want to go finish putting my attempt at horchata away. It's a drink I've loved for a long time, but never tried making it, purely because it, like, takes a long time. Let's see if there's anyone to raid, even if everyone leaves. Raids seem to make people happy. Okay, so the other person I was lurking on earlier also raided Cade. Is she still on, or is she hosting someone else by now? Okay, yeah, she's hosting Spooky Sprinkles. I don't think I follow yet. The Gooch Wizard is on, playing Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know what Lenny's playing. Ah, Kingdom Hearts 2.5. Interesting. Brawlhalla, Monster Hunter, Stories, Valorant, Xenoblade, Filament, Legend of Mana. Oh, this game looks really cool. No Man's Sky. I kinda wanna look at more Legend of Mana. Like, I can lurk on any of these, but... Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Let me go look at Spooky Sprinkles! Look how cute that is! You know, I'm gonna follow Spooky Sprinkles and let's go raid Spooky Sprinkles, someone who I've never watched before. Wait, was that spelled with... I should have kept it up sooner. Okay, yeah. Let's go see this cute stuff she's drawn.